So tell me why my neighbor hit me up and she was like, you know, you got flowers in the mailroom waiting for you. Like they've been there for a while. And I'm like, no, because obviously if I knew I had flowers, I would get them and bring them upstairs. So I eventually go and get the flowers and I'm like, oh my gosh, like who sent me some flowers? But that's not the point here. The point is that the flowers had been there for like a week. So by the time I brought them up to my apartment, y'all, they were dead. Like I was like, dang, they look like they probably were really pretty, but like I took too long to get them. And I was prompted to still put them in a vase and water them. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. They clearly look like they need to be in the trash, but I'm going to put them in a vase and I'm going to give them some flower food and I'm going to put some water in it and give it some sunshine. And I did. And literally, y'all, by the next day, I walked past the vase, which I had completely forgot about, and they had bloomed so beautifully. And I instantly had this revelation that just dropped so strongly in my spirit. I was like, wow, these remind me of my circumstances. How they look so dried up, they look so dead, they look like they cannot be revived. We sometimes prematurely judge a circumstance without allowing God to really get in the midst and shift it. And he can do it so quickly. You know what I mean? I think we underestimate how quickly God can move when we truly surrender it, when we truly allow ourselves to be watered by him, when we truly allow the word of God to be our food, when we truly allow the sun to shine on us and to shine its light on our situation. The sun, clock that, then we're able to see it from his perspective and we're allowing him to do a quick thing, to do a miracle. And I want to encourage somebody today, because sometimes just because a circumstance is hard, it does not mean that God is not in the midst of it. It does not mean that it's a dead thing. It does not mean that it's over. It does not mean throw it out. Sometimes you have to just feed that thing the word of God. You have to be willing to endure and speak what you want to see and what lines up with the word of God. And that is what I have been doing. And I'm telling you, 30 minutes after I got that revelation, I got an email that I had been praying for. So I know that it was God confirming his word. I don't care how ugly your circumstance looks right now in this moment. You got to know with all your heart that if you're planted in good ground, that you will see the fruit of that and you will bloom.